Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Flanagan here. I am going to take you through today's objective, and that's going to be getting back to our op artworks. Okay. If you have not finished matting your fruit bowls, please take the time to do that first. Be very careful. Watch those fingers, right? Planting our fingers on the ruler and double checking before we go for that slice, right? All right. So get that done first. If you complete that, you can add it to our your class period's file drawer, and that's found to the left of the classroom. So please add your work in there. All right, folks. So once you've completed that, what I'd like for you to do is go to Adobe Illustrator, and that is the orange one. So if you go down to Window and select Adobe Illustrator, it's right here, and open that right up. You should have a recent file. If you go to File, Open Recent, you should be able to find your most recent op artwork. So here's mine, okay? It looks like I've turned my guides off, so I'm gonna go to View and down to Guides and Show Guides. There we go. All right, folks. Now, I haven't quite completed this. You guys know you want to finish on the same line you started. So it looks like I've run out of space here to add another line. So what I'm going to do is start down here, one up, follow this line around these shapes, and finally end right here. It looks like my fill is on. So what I'll need to do is go over here, click that fill, and turn it off. There we go. And it still wants to continue my line. So that hotkey is what? P, that's right. Okay, I can use my white arrow, which is found right up here, to make slight adjustments to my line and vertices. Okay, so please take some time to do that as well. All right, so once you complete that, you're just about done. Let's turn this back on so we can see. All right, so it doesn't look like there's a line here, but there's no stroke on the line, and there's also no fill. I want to leave that fill off, but I'm going to click the stroke and turn that back on so we can see what's happening here. There we go. Okay. And you'll want to continue, so you fill in this area here. All right, folks, next step. We want to continue our guides so that they're every 1/4 inch. Sometimes it helps to zoom in, and to zoom in, Control+. If I want to navigate through my composition, I can hold that space bar. Okay. And I'll keep adding these in every 1/4 inch. If you can't see the rulers on the side of your document, you want to go up to View and Rulers, Show Rulers, okay? I have the option to hide rulers because mine are on, but if you can't see them, that's what you need to do. And again, we've gone over some of this stuff. This is just a refresher video for anybody who is running into some difficulty. So bring these guides down. Hopefully, Mr. Flanagan will run an edit of this video, so this is in a time-lapse version. Because I'm getting bored. But hey, you gotta do the boring stuff to get to the fun stuff. So here we go. Okay. Now, I'm about to get going on my ellipses. So before I do that, I want to lock my guides. And the way I do that is by going up to View, going down to Guides, and selecting Lock Guides. All right, that'll make it so if I need to move anything, I can very easily just slide it, move it around, slide it over without accidentally selecting one of these guides. Okay, so let's go to our ellipse, which is found in the square. Okay, if you click and hold the square, you'll see a whole bunch of options, stars, all sorts of good stuff, right? How exciting. Yay. Okay, so let's go back to that shape selection, select ellipse. I want 3 ellipses, and then we'll be using our pen tool. So I'm going to select that pen tool. I'm going to make my first line. If I don't run into anything, I'll just end it right there. Click P to end my line. Continue my line. Click P. Here, I'm going to run into that circle, so I'm going to go around, I should say ellipse. And I'm trying to keep the same amount of distance all the way around that ellipse. Now, if I put this here, it's going to have a weird bubble. So I'm actually going to click that point so I can start fresh. Okay? You're always clicking and dragging when you want to make a curve. If I don't want a curve, like I don't want a curve here, I'm just going to click. Then I'm going to go down here, click and drag my mouse. Click and drag my mouse. And finally finish. All right, next line. Trying to keep that same amount of distance between my line. Click and drag. Click and drag. Okay, if I end it on this line, I'm going to have a weird bubble right here. So I've got to click that point and to start fresh. So there we go. This is, yeah, it's not very fun, folks, but this is what's going to get us familiar with that pen tool. And from here, we'll be creating logos. We'll be creating all sorts of fun illustrations. We got to put in that work to have that fun, though. Okay, just like anything else. So do some work here. Notice that as I make my way around, I'm always ending on that line. I always want to make sure I'm touching that line because that is how I keep that distance and make sure it's the same. Okay. You could watch me do this all day, huh? You guys are probably already in your Adobe Illustrator file and working out this to the best of your ability. So that's all. This is your objective for today. Good luck, and I would love to see your progress, okay? So to save your progress, what you're going to do is go to File, Export, and Save for Web, just the same as Photoshop, okay? So here we are. Here's my progress so far. I click Save, tell it where I want it to save to, which is Studio through Digital Design. Perfecto. I'm going to call this Op Art Plan October 7th. Save. Cool. All right, folks. That's all for today. Email me if you have any questions. This needs to be in your digital sketchbook for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.